Hey there. Sorry for the voice crack at the start of the video. Um, I can't control my voice, so that's one thing that I will need to work on. So, before I say this, SmokeClan wasn't doing well last time we checked in, so let's have a look and see how they're doing, shall we? And unfortunately, one of them's been pretty hurt by a few losses, but I'm sure he's fine. We'll get into him later. So, first up are a significantly smaller amount of cats in StarClan. Mainly because I was more careful this year, but it still hurts. So, the first one that we have is, unfortunately, my girl Pothawk. Unfortunately, she still never has a good time. There's been no positives at all in her status, and she's just a wee sad girl. She's got like the kitty version of depression. And I honestly really wish that she hadn't died. So a bit of drama happened with her though. She became mates with, Sniptail, who is almost an elder. The very first moon, and on the exact same moon, she got killed on patrol. Because she was sent on a patrol on her own, and she got killed by a badger. On to the next cat who you have not met. Egret Kit. He is the son of Cowdapple and has no littermates. Single kid. Brought into the clan and then died the next moon from green cough. I'd also like to mention that Podhog was also taken care of by Cowdapple, so he's been through a lot. Next up is, unfortunately, the elder Smokytail. The only thing I've got written down here for him was that he wandered off quite often, so he is quite he doesn't like acting like an elder, basically. I would like to imagine that Cowdapple got quite close to him, as they were both the only, I would say, kings, queens, whatever the male, basically just boy queens at the time. But he also died. I don't actually have here how he died. Hold on, I'm checking my other notes to see if he died. Nope, I don't have anything down for how he died. Well then, you're just gonna have to accept that as fact then. Right, so next on to the cats who are alive. And it's bigger. Like, it is a lot bigger. I, unfortunately, was quite dumb and forgot to record the first part of the speed paint. So, yeah, I get to run at my own pace here. So, first up we have our leader Amberstar, who I would like to mention is now 69 moons old. Do with that how you will. And he is still on one life. He's not lost any. So, the stuff he did this year was he found a yellow speckle, which is a new cat, injured on the Thunderpath, and brought him back to camp along with Bitternstone, another new cat. I would also like to mention that I am headcanoning Yellow Speckle to be his basically brother from another mother. I can't speak. I am probably cursed. Next we have his, I think, yeah. Next we have his 3 daughters and 1 son. So, we've got Sunkit and Troutkit. They're all in order of how they're drawn. So it's Sunkit and Troutkit, who are both impulsive, the Sweet Amber Kit, and the Insecure Dew Kit, who are all 2 moons old. Next up is Mole Creek. He is, unfortunately, most likely hated by Irisfur and Sniptail. I'll get to why in a second. He does have some romantic like for Amberstar, and I'm going to say that he helped name Amberkit. If for reasons, just because I don't think Amberstar would name a kid after himself. He also went to the other clans with the message. And the other clans, I don't think I mentioned them in the last video, are Lizard Clan, Heather Clan, and the new one that we found this year, Bat Clan. I just want to say that in the past I've had like 3 clans with a leader named Heatherstar, but that's not important. Next up. Oh, and by the way, Mulgrick is nearly an elder, so if Amberstar doesn't die in the next 10 moons, we are not going to get Molestar, which I kind of really hope we do. Next is a Puddle Speckle, which I don't have much written down for, so I'm going to go off like the time-lapse now. Puddle Speckle went from a bossy kit to a righteous medicine cat, and I am going to say that Smoky Tail is most likely really proud of her for that. Unfortunately, though, she had no mentor. Like, she was exclusively trained by dead cats because she just couldn't. There was no one around to train her, but she's a good medicine cat, and I hope she doesn't die. She is righteous and extremely smart. Next up is our 119 moon old Sniptail. She is not doing good, and next moon she's going to be an elder, so as previously stated with Podhawk, she became mates with Pod and immediately lost them. She doesn't like. I would like to imagine she doesn't like Mole Creek because he sent Podhawk out alone and she got killed by a badger. And I'm also gonna say that she did move on from Podhawk, but it's still basically broken. And I've only just realized that this might be connected. She gave a pretty flower to Cowdapple. So, aka, basically Podhawk's father. Right, on to Nakina. A charismatic ex-kitty pet. They were convinced by Nakina. Oh, wait, hold on. Was Bitterstone. Is Bitternstone. They were convinced by Nakina and Cowdapple to join on the third moon of this year. Yeah. She was also she was the other cat that found a yellow speckle injured on Thunderpath. And that's all I have to say about her. She's fine. I guess. She is going to be an elder next year, which I don't want her to be an elder. She looks nice. Next up is Nakina. And confident, it's Kitty Pet. We have a lot of charismatic or altruistic cats in this clan, I'm warning you now. She was found and convinced to join. Actually, no. I don't know who she was convinced to join by. All I have is that she joined. So, yeah. She was also one of the cats that found Yellow Speckle on the Thunder Path as well. Right. On to our next page of cats. This clan is a lot bigger now. A Rose Skip. A 47 fierce former loner. She was interested in joining and changed her name to Rose Skip. I don't have written down what her original name was. Since she was a loner, it probably doesn't show what her original name was. Sorry. I needed a drink there. She settled an argument with the leader, Amber Star, so she is quite clever, and was injured after falling into a river, as you can see by the massive mark on her neck. I would also like to say, though, she is, like, one of the best looking and worst looking cats in the clan, in my opinion. But, yeah. Next up, we have Union. Union? I don't know how to pronounce his name. He is an adventurous former loner. He was injured. I don't have when he joined. I keep forgetting to write stuff down, or maybe I just didn't see it. So I have down that he was injured by enemy warriors after wandering over the border. And, yes, as you can see by that massive scar that I apparently forgot to draw. The only other thing I have down here is that he nearly ate deathberries, which is, not the brightest move, my guy, but fine. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I'm going to have to talk fast here. Iris fur. So, here's his ear. He earned a scar. Fighting a fox. He found and convinced King to join. He doesn't like Sniptail. He loved her, and he had a crush on her and Podhawk, but they got together, so he got neither of them. And Mole Creek for quote-unquote killing Podhawk. And he did drive away a dog with Stoat Paw at the time, and Yellow Speckle, who is up next. Stoat Paw was his apprentice. Yellow Speckle. A 27-moon-old adventurous former kitty pet. As I stated earlier, I'm headcanoning that he is probably Amberstar's brother from another mother. As you'll see, they do look alike. He was found on the Thunder Path and has driven away a dog with previously stated Iris Fur and Stoat Paw at the time. who will be up next. And he was one of the cats that found and convinced Manda to join. And yes, it's just Manda, not Manda. I'm not a big fan of that name either, but fine, whatever. You do you, gang. Next is Stokeclaw. So, Stokeclaw has literally just been made a warrior. She is 13 moons old. She went from a sweet kit to a confident warrior. And she's also a good speaker, so I think she may have inherited that from... Yeah, she inherited that from Cowdapple. Right, so next up we have Curlypaw, a fierce former loner. I have re-recorded this bit about 3 times now because it kept getting interrupted. So Curlypaw joined on Moon 13, which was the first moon of this year, and was taken care of by Sniptail. And Curlypaw is mentored by Amberstar. That is all I have to go off for her. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say for her. I don't have much. The only other thing is that she's 11 moons old, so she'll be a warrior next moon. So, good luck to her, I guess. Next up is Boulderpaw. 7 moon old, faithful apprentice. He is Cowdapple's son, and is the sibling to Pikepaw, who is going to be next. He was brought into the clan on Moon 17, and Moon 17 was the same moon that Egret Kid died. So I really do not want to say that our boy Cowdapple replaced Egret Kid, but I feel like he might have, and I'm a bit hopeful they didn't, because I don't want to think of Cowdapple like that. But yeah, he is mentored by Sniptail, which means Sniptail will not be retiring next moon because she has an apprentice. Next up is Pikepaw, Boulderpaw's sibling, and an adventurous apprentice. So she's basically the same as Boulderpaw, except from one detail. And the fact that she's she-cat and she's adventurous. Is that she earned a scar protecting the territory on her first moon out as an apprentice. She is mentored by Stokeclaw. And I am surprised that Stokeclaw got an apprentice already, but... I mean, you go, girl. So yeah, she is spunky, if that's what that word means. I have no clue. Next up is Cowdapple, our boy. He is now an elder at 123 moons old. So, here's a rundown of his year. He brought Egret Kid into the clan, and didn't announce the mother. He lost Egret Kid and brought Boulder Kid and Pike Kid into the clan, and was caught breaking the warrior code. So, I think we know where all the kids have been coming from then. Cowdapple, what have you been doing? He is pretty much broken. He lost Podhawk, his adopted daughter, basically. Egret Kid and Smokytail, who he had grown close to, being the only 2 queens. Next up is King, a 127 moon old, righteous former loner, was convinced by Mo Creek and Irisford to join on Moon 14. He retired on Moon 17. For reference, this year started at like Moon 13? Yeah. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I don't think he's had an apprentice. No, he hasn't. He hasn't had an apprentice. Next up is the last cat in the clan, and it's Manda. Manda, don't care. He is a 138 moon old, fierce ex-loner. He was found and convinced by Nakina and Yellowspeckle on Moon 24. So basically, that's the last moon of this year. So, basically, the moon I'm drawing is the moon he joined. So he's basically just stuck in the Elder's Den with two guys who already get along, and is just confused because they're both empathetic or righteous, which are just like very social, kind traits. And then he's fierce. So he's just kind of sitting there going like, excuse me, what am I supposed to do? I don't know why am I here? Why did I join? So yeah. That is basically all the cats. Yeah, so that's all of them. And I hope you enjoyed year 2 of SmokeClan. I will try and get the next one done sooner because I delayed recording this one. Like, I really delayed recording this one. The time I finished the speed paint to the time I was to, like, now when I'm recording is a wee while. I kind of delayed it. But, you know, I'm not gonna hide that from you guys. So, yeah. So, I'm probably gonna have another video out, maybe, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days after this one's uploaded. Or it might be over a week after this one's uploaded, since I am going on holiday and I am not taking my mic on holiday with me, and I'm not doing any work unless I want to. Anyway, so I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, you know, check the description. I know I sound like a famous YouTuber here, and I know that I probably shouldn't. And yeah, I know I probably shouldn't. But hey, if I don't sound like a famous YouTuber, I'm not going to become one, which I'm not trying to. I'm doing this for fun. I ain't getting any money from this or anything. I ain't getting any money from this. So, anyway, see you guys later. I should probably stop the tangent now. Bye! Oh god, that was... I gotta stop going off tangents. Okay, bye.